Class Context Tool Contract View. The Eiffel Class Context Tool allows you to view and understand any class from multiple points of view or contexts. For our example, we will use the arrayed list class, and we will look at the contract view of this class. The purpose of the contract view is to show us our selected class in terms of its features and their contracts. If you are unfamiliar with design by contract, then we need to explain this just a little. Contracts are Boolean assertions that serve the purpose of describing correctness rules for classes and features of classes. There are a total of 5 types of contract assertion. They are require, ensure, check, class invariant, and loop invariant. Let us look at make field as an example, so we can understand the notions of require and ensure contracts. The make field feature comment tells us a quick and overall story about how our list will be created. But it also leaves a question. One that is answered beautifully by the contracts. We can plainly see that our list will have n number of items in it. The second line of the comment tells us that the list might be empty, with 0 items in it. However, it is the last line that leaves us with a question. The last line states that regardless of the number of items, our list will be full. The immediate question is, what does it mean to be full, and how do we know? 2 of the 4 contracts answer this question nicely. The first contract is tagged or named as default. It tells us that something named G has a Boolean feature called as default. This query is the Boolean answer to the question, and must be yes or true. In other words, the G thing must have a default item defined. Why is this? Because it is the default item that will fill our list as it is being created. The second contract confirms or ensures that make field has successfully performed its job. Namely, our list is completely filled with default items as defined in whatever G is. We have now experienced the purpose of the contract view. Without understanding how make field does its job, we understand what make field requires before it does its job, and what obligations it promises to fulfill after doing its job. This is why design by contract is named as it is. Contracts tell the story of the rights and obligations of the features of supplier routines. In the case of arrayed_list and make field, the require contracts are what it demands to be true before it is called by a client, as a supplier. On the other hand, the ensure contracts are the obligation of the supplier routine, and what it promises will be true when the routine finishes, as an obligation to the rights of the client caller. Therefore, the contract view allows us to see this lovely dance between client and supplier classes, as they interact with each other in terms of their rights and their obligations. There is much more to say about design by contract that we will save for another video dedicated to that subject. For now, it is enough for us to understand that the contract view in the Class Context Tool allows us to explore our classes on the basis of their contractual rights and obligations.